What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to give you a quick overview of the data points, technicals, and where things might be going, at least in the short term. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So I'm going to start off with the technicals, but in general, it is holding fairly well, more specifically on a very big support level because there's a lot of optimism coming out by the later part of the month. So currently at $4 and exactly sitting on this pivot point right here, so $4 exactly. So of course I think that's a fairly good sign. It briefly did break below that, but if it does close above it, then most likely you can anticipate it going between that $4 and $4.75 range going into next week. But it did attempt to actually break out today, so it did have a high of 425, so it was trying to transition from the lower to the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band, but unfortunately not really much there to keep it above that. So it's consolidating a little bit, but still, when it comes down to that, nothing wrong with that. There still is a nice bullish sentiment behind the scenes, and number of retail investors are flat. So again, it is what it is. These are all the transactions that did occur today and yesterday and the previous days on the dark pool. Dark pool is very much linked to shorting, so I'll give you guys a quick overview of that in a second, but only one today, $123,000. And over and above that, I'll give you guys a quick overview, for instance, of what's happening with options activity. So today there was $600,000 in call premiums that was purchased versus $91,000 in puts. So today, like I said, it is consolidating a little bit because of the technicals and with there being no tentative news or SEC filings. But there is a huge anticipation that the later part of the month there is going to be a little bit more of a rally because of two pieces of news. So I'm just going to quickly pop over to Reddit and just break that down for you. So one of which is right here. So we will probably be having another flight on June the 25th. So definitely something very good in that regard. So of course, that's just my own interpretation. As you can see right here, it's listed on the good old calendar for worldwide space launches. So definitely, I think that's a pretty good thing. We already know what happened on the 25th or whenever it was last month. Definitely it had a nice little bit more of a FOMO rally, a lot of good justification to go up. Unfortunately, a little bit of bad PR caused it to go down, but whatever, we're not going to talk about that. There was also this. So Virgin Galactic is hiring new pilots. I did click on this. Unfortunately, it's not really showing up for me, but if it does work for you guys, I highly recommend you guys taking a look at that. But still, regardless, any hiring behind the scenes is a fairly good thing in my opinion. But still, at this stage, it is just following sentiment. And based on this sentiment, clearly people are anticipating it to go up. So keep in mind though, I am not a financial advisor. You guys always do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But over and above that, just to give you guys a quick overview, for instance, on this. So this is only call options, has the strike prices, expiry dates, everything that you need to know. Based on this, which once again is only sentiment, it does put it around the $5 mark in the coming weeks. And as you can see, there is quite a lot around the $5 mark at June the 30th. So exactly right after, for instance, the test that might be on the 25th. So the following Friday. So let me know you guys' thoughts on that. Like I mentioned, as far as dark pool transactions, that's been pretty popular over the last little bit because obviously heavily used by shorts. I'll give you guys a quick overview of that and what they are doing today. So short score is currently 81, utilization is at 100%. And as far as this goes, shorts are surprisingly returning some shares. So 528.41 thousand shares, 23.23% of the free float is being shorted. So that's pretty high. Over the last little bit, a lot of growth stocks such as Virgin Galactic, their shorts have been getting out versus obviously with this, they've kind of been maintaining their positions. But keep in mind, I'm just bringing this up more so as a benchmark, not because I'm saying it's going to have a squeeze or mother of all short squeezes and things like that. But still, 53.65 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 3.75%, so fairly small in that regard. And I'll give you guys a quick overview of the chart, get rid of all this unnecessary stuff. So like I mentioned, around the 25th of May, this is where you did see a little bit more of a tentative squeeze, a little bit. So once again, not mother of all short squeezes, but this might be something that does kind of mirror itself to the tail end of this month. So it was around 23% short interest, and then it jumped down all the way down to 21. So roughly about 3%, 2% kind of a reduction. So again, it is what it is. I do feel that they are going to be constantly in, meaning shorts are going to be constantly in until they they do start to bring in some revenue. It's kind of the unfortunate thing, but that's how it is. And currently it is, like I said, at $4.01. But given the technicals, the momentum behind the scenes, I do feel that this can easily be able to trend up in going into next week. So as far as some realistic expectations, I do feel that around 475 most likely by at least Wednesday, Thursday, and I do feel from there on out we can kind of feel exactly how the technicals are looking and things like that, and hopefully there will be a little bit more of an additional FOMO leading up until this other test, which tentatively is set for the 25th. So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Give yourself a shout out as well. If you have been buying, selling, holding, or have you been taking profits, what is your take on Virgin Galactic behind the scenes? And one final thing, even though Virgin is going up, down, sideways, take advantage of free promos, and there is a killer promo with Mumu, link in the description below and also the comments. Sign up for a free account, you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. And if you do throw $100 at the account, as you see, you get 5 free stocks in total, each valued up to $2,000, and also a 100 cash reward, which is mind-blowing. Take advantage of this while you can. It's only for June. Link in the description below and also the comments. Without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Virgin Galactic.